afternoon as they take part in their first ever inter-island skills competition for those studying construction. We're also asking you to give us a little bit of inspiration for the music you'd like to hear through this hour. We want it to be construction themed, anything to do with building or plumbing. Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd is
cool.
The suggestion
we just
of
had
the Baking Bard,
goodie.
Mrs. Yorkshire, the Baking Bard. Also somebody suggests Build Me Up Buttercup.
Yeah.
It's quite a good one.
I want to follow the Yellow Brick Road, but that wasn't allowed.
Well, if we get desperate.
Okay.
Now, let's talk to Andy Kelly, who is the Vice President of the Construction Federation. Andy, this is a fantastic thing happening here this afternoon.
Absolutely brilliant. It's so good to see all the young kids, and I say kids, they're all young adults now, contributing, and the skills that they're showing are phenomenal at the moment. Long may it continue.
Tell us a little bit about the Construction Federation then.
We are a non-profit organisation who we have over 300 members, ranging from the large construction companies down to one-man bands. We represent them to the industry. We put on training days. We have procedures in place where if people have problems, they can come to us. We give advice to tradespeople. Anybody who wants to come in, our headquarters are in Onken, in the shopping centre, and our door's always open. Any problems, come and see us. We'll do what we can.
And how did you get involved with that?
I started about 4 or 5 years ago. I was asked to attend one of the meetings and enjoyed it and just carried on from there. It's a good, worthwhile cause.
And have you got a background in construction?
Yes, I've been in construction for 35 years, I think. So
Think carefully,
yeah, I've done a few construction jobs in my time.
And how did you get started in that industry then?
Well, I'm an electrician by trade, and I was still at school doing my O-levels at the time, and my father said to me, get a job in construction, and there was an electrician's job come up, apprenticeship. He says, you'll always need electricity, so I applied, and it was the first job I ever applied for, and I got it, so here I am today.
That is true. I think that's changed, because I remember going back again when I was young. It was very common. People say, go and get a trade, you'll never look back. You're always going to need brickies, electricians, painters. And maybe we were just saying to Joe before, these sort of influence, these sort of pressure on that has changed a little bit, and there's now been more pressure for youngsters going up to uni. Now I think, if anything, the pendulum's beginning to swing back, and people are seeing the importance of having tradespeople and skilled tradespeople on the island again.
Yeah, no, it's good. And I think too, the path where people used to go to university, get the student loans and the grants and pay them off for a long, long time. You come into an apprenticeship, the money's there, you're taking a wage home every week, so it's a good option.
And they were talking a little bit earlier about a skills shortage here on the island. How worried do we need to be about that, do you think?
It is growing, and we are actively now starting to pursue and try and encourage the younger people into the construction industry. I can't remember the statistics, but the amount of tradesmen now over 40 is a lot higher than under 40, so there is a widening gap, and we do encourage people, as many of them here today, to look into it.
And any specific areas where there are critical shortages within the trades?
On the island, I think electrical, there's quite a few vacancies for electricians. Bricklaying, that's another one, they're struggling for bricklayers. But generally overall, and it's not just the hands-on jobs, we've got the architects, the quantity surveyors, site technicians, all of those are still, there are shortages, so there are other paths. You don't just have to go down the road of getting an apprenticeship and being boots on the ground. There are the more professional roles to follow.
Yeah, and I don't know whether you've noticed, Beth, but certainly when I've had people coming round to doing work at the house, the guys and girls are always really busy. They come round, they're not going to come round the next day because they say, sorry, I'm absolutely flat out at the moment, I'll be around as soon as I can. But it seems there is a shortage because people are really flat out, the people who are good.
Yeah, I think the industry too, we did have a bit of a quiet spell for a time, but it is picking up again, and I think we will definitely need all these young people here today to join in.
So you've been around having a look at what some of these students are doing. I mean, it's a tremendous amount of pressure, but it's just a brilliant thing to be involved in. What do you make of it so far?
Oh, brilliant. You can just see the look on their faces of the concentration, and they're all aware of the time ticking down. I think it's 3:30, the judging.
Yeah,
so,
it is. It's going
to be a good one.
And how would you feel about being judged and actually working, having people watching your work and then being judged at the end of it?
It doesn't really change, I don't think, because everything you do, you have people come behind you and check the quality of your work, and your end customer is your judge at the end of the day. So, no, it's good to put them out in the world.
And you know how they say plumbers always have leaky taps at home? Do you have any electrical items in your house which should have been sorted out but haven't been?
I'd like to say no, but yes, probably.
You probably need to sort those out sooner rather than later, Andy. Thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon. We are looking for construction-inspired songs for this hour. Any suggestions?
JCB, Nizloppy, I think it was called.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good
Let's
call.
play that now.
Good
We
call.
are live from the UCM this afternoon. Just hang on a second. Andy has one more thing to say.
Just one more thing, if people are interested in construction, go on Facebook and look for Think Construction. There's a really good site there, done by Corelli here at the college. It has vacancies, information on construction, and it's a good place to get in touch.
And I suppose also, we're talking about young people primarily here today, but actually you could retrain at any age, couldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. We often have mature apprentices, as they're called, come through to the trade.
There you go, age.
There's so few. Well, they're looking for more. They are looking for more women bricklayers, Beth. I see you when you finished with the microphone with a hod.
With a what?
A hod,
Right.
carrying bricks.
Okay. The JCB net song now, I think. Thank you very much, Howard. We'll come back to that discussion later.